There are 5 levels of wealth. And the crazy part, most people never make it past level 2. They spend their entire life there and think it's normal. So today, we're breaking down every single level, what it actually looks like, why people get stuck, and what it takes to climb to level 5. Let's go. Level 1, homeless and unemployed. This is rock bottom. No job, no home, no safety net. And here's what people don't understand about this level. It's not about being lazy. It's just survival mode taking over everything. When you don't know when you're sleeping tonight, you're not thinking about retirement accounts. You're not thinking about investing. You're thinking about one thing and one thing only: to survive. At this level, every decision is reactive. Where's my next meal? Where's it safe to sleep? Who can I call? There's no room for long-term thinking because the present is screaming out too loud. And that's the trap at level 1. It doesn't just take your money, it takes your ability to even plan for a future. The first step out isn't a business plan or a stock portfolio, it's stability. Any stability. A shelter, a part-time job, a place to receive mail. Tiny steps that most people on the levels above will never have to think about twice. Level 2, paycheck to paycheck. This is where a majority of working adults live. And I mean the majority. You've got a job, you've got an apartment or a house. On paper, you look fine. But here's the reality. Paycheck comes in, and within 48 hours, it's gone. Rent, car payment, groceries, gas, phone bill. By the time everything clears, you're back to checking your bank account, doing math in your head, hoping unexpected bills don't pop up before the next check. This level is sneaky because it doesn't feel like a crisis. You're employed, have a home. You might even have a nice phone or a decent car. But you're one flat tire, one medical bill, one missed shift away from falling backwards. There's no cushion, no buffer, no breathing room. And the scariest part, people can stay here for decades. Get a raise, and the lifestyle creeps up with it. New car, bigger apartment, nicer dinners. And suddenly, that raise disappears, just as fast as the old paycheck did. The way out of level 2 isn't just earning more. It's building a gap between what you earn, what you spend, and protecting that gap like your life depends on it. Because financially, it does. Level 3, average and stable. This is the level most people are aiming for without even realizing. You're not rich, you're not broke. You pay your bills on time. And at the end of the month, there's actually something left over. Maybe it's not a lot, a few $100s, but it's there. You can handle a surprise expense without panicking. You can go out to eat without doing the math in your head. This is comfortable, and comfortable feels good after level 2. But here's the danger zone nobody talks about. Level 3 is where ambition goes to die. Because it's good enough. You're not drowning anymore. Why push harder? People get comfortable. Stop learning. Stop investing. Stop taking risks. And they stay right here for the rest of their working life. The people who break through level 3 are the ones who treat their leftover money like a tool, not a reward. They invest it. They put it to work. They keep building skills even when things feel fine. Fine is not the finish line. Fine is the starting line for level 4. Level 4, wealthy. Now we're talking. At this level, the conversation about money completely changes. You can walk into a store and not check the price tags. You can book a trip because you want to, not because you saved for 2 years to afford it. Nice car, nice home, nice everything. If you want it, you get it. This is the life people post about, the life that looks effortless from the outside. But here's what the highlight reel doesn't show you. Level 4 took years to build. It's the result of level 3 habits, repeated relentlessly for a long time. Multiple income streams, smart investing, skills that command real money in the marketplace. And even here, the smartest people don't stop. They know that lifestyle and luxury can quietly eat away at wealth if you're not paying attention. The people who treat wealth at level 4 as a finish line often slide backwards. The people who treat it as a launching pad keep climbing. Level 5, millionaire. This is the level most people only dream about. 7 figures, real, tangible, life-changing wealth. But $1 million today doesn't mean what it meant 50 years ago. So for a lot of people on this level, it's not about flashy spending anymore. It's about freedom. The freedom to work because you want to, not because you have to. The freedom to make decisions based on what you want your life to look like instead of what your bank account allows. And here's the part that really matters. At this level, The wealth isn't about you anymore. It's generational. It's the kind of financial foundation that can change what your kids' lives look like and their kids after that. Most millionaires didn't get here from one lucky break. They got here from years of decisions stacked on top of each other. Decisions that started all the way back at level 2 and 3, when nobody was watching and nobody was impressed. So here's the real question. Out of everything you just heard, which level are you actually on? Not where you wish you were, where you are. Comment your number below. And if you want to know exactly how to climb the next level, subscribe and hit the like button. It'll really help. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.